guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Dutchie. And yes, my dear friends, you read correctly. Today's topic of conversation is sex. More specifically, guys versus gals when it comes to getting down in the B-room. For those of you who don't know, I'm bisexual. And yes, I have in fact had a little bit of fun between the sheets with both men and women. And I have slept with more than one man and more than one woman. So this is in no way, shape or form a personal attack at anyone in particular. So the opinions and things I share with you today are formed from personal experience, but also things that I have read on online forums, but like the difference between females and males when having sex. And I've also been chatting to friends and people I know that have slept with both males and females. And I've gathered a little list that I've got in my book here that I'm going to talk about. Also, this is in no way, shape or form dissing either males or females in bed. Obviously, I'm attracted to both. I would and do sleep with both. So I'm not saying one is superior and one isn't. But yeah, this is honestly just from personal experience, things I've heard, things I've seen. Let's get it, and welcome to the first episode of Guys vs. Gals, Re-Sex. Something that I've noticed quite frequently is that women seem to place a lot more importance on foreplay. So with guys, it's kind of like, oh yeah, a little bit of foreplay, now let's get straight into it. Whereas girls really focus on trying to get you hot and heavy, sister. Like, oh my God, and it's hot. Like, it is a good thing. Alright guys, this is gonna be so TMI, but like sex education is important, and you don't learn girl on girl, guy on guy sex or have any of that education like ever. So I'm here to provide this for you in the best way I can. But honestly, foreplay, like if someone gets me super hot and heavy for ages, I swear it makes the orgasm so much better. Like, it just makes sense. I don't know. And girls seem to nail that. And trust me, I've been with guys that do focus on foreplay and like they're good at it. I'm not saying they're bad at it in any sense. I'm just saying girls seem to become sort of more naturally, I guess, to girls, and they just focus on it more, and they know, I suppose, girl on girl. I mean, it's inevitable. If you're having sex with someone that has the same genitals as you, more often than not, it's going to be better. They're going to make you, it's going to be easier for them to make you orgasm and get there because they've got the same genitals themselves. They know what feels good and what doesn't. It's just science. But yeah, girls seem to focus a lot more on foreplay, whereas dudes, it's kind of like a little bit and then they're like, okay, I want to get down and dirty now, which isn't always a bad thing because sometimes you do just want a quickie. And then with girls, it's like, but then girls is like, but hang on, a little bit more foreplay, and it's like, we gotta be quick, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the first thing that I have noticed. Another thing is girls can go all night, and trust me, we do. There is zero refractory period like there is with a dude, which again is not the dude's fault. Not hating on you dudes for that. It is just a biological thing. I'm so sorry that it exists for you. It sucks. But whenever I've been with a girl, honestly, I don't think I've ever slept with a girl and just done it once. Like, legit. I just feel like with girls, you literally bone, and then you'll stop and you'll talk about like all of the conspiracies of the world, and you'll talk about so many different things, and then get ready to go again, and you'll go again, and then you'll have a break and talk about more things and get super close, and then go again and go again. And I guess with dudes, it just doesn't happen. Like, you can, I've definitely had sex more than once in a night with a guy. It might stop at 2. Never really goes any more than that because then the dude gets tired and wants to go to sleep, which is fine. And like, I get tired after I orgasm too, but for some reason I just want to go more with girls. Also, in terms of sex being a romantic act, it seems to be a lot more romantic with women than with men, even when you're not dating them. Like, I don't know why girls seem to be, even with foreplay and stuff, they make it hot and everything, but they still focus on other little parts of you that a dude may not. They might tuck your hair behind your ear, or like cuff, you know, like cuff your face, or like the lower part of your back, and compliment you, as well as like saying hot and sexy things. Where I feel like with guys, like, I don't know about you, and again, these are all just my own personal experiences, but I've never slept with a guy and had them call me like beautiful, but I have never in my experience been having sex with a guy and have them stop and like call me beautiful, or say I have incredible eyes, or anything. It's always been like super sexual, physical. Obviously those were physical things, but like about my ass or like about my other areas, you know, like there's never been like a sentimental thing during it. Afterwards or before, absolutely. But during it, I've had girls like say the most beautiful things, and yeah, that just doesn't seem to happen with guys. But then girls obviously focus on those features as well, like a guy does, but yeah. Girls seem to view sex as more of like a leisurely stroll in the park, obviously depending on how many times you've already had sex that day or that night. But I feel like the first time in a night or a day, it's always like more of a leisurely stroll. First, they focus more on foreplay. They want it to last. Whereas with guys, I feel like there's always sort of like a race to the finish line. I don't know if that's like a dude thing, if they're like, yeah, I just want to finish, I want her to finish, like I want to get there. I don't know, it's like not a bad thing again, because they want to please you and they want to get you to the finish, which obviously girls do too. But I don't know, it's just something that I've noticed. Girls are very slow and they want to like get you hot and heavy, but like slowly, and they're more teasing and that sort of thing. Whereas guys, like, they'll tease you and whatever and they'll have a bit of fun, but then they're like, okay, I want to make this happen, like let's do this thing, you know? Which again, I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I'm just differences. I think I mentioned this previously, but it is so much easier to orgasm with someone who has the same genitals as you. And trust me, it's not impossible for a guy to make me finish. Of course not. Like, it can happen, and it does. But oh my god, girls just know what they are doing down there. And that makes sense because we all have vaginas. Duh. But like, and I feel like, and I say this to my friends and like my gay friends and my straight friends and whatever all the time, I feel like if two guys or like two hetero guys or whatever had sex, they would have the best time ever, because they know what feels good. You know what feels good in yourself, so of course it's gonna feel good with someone that has the same parts as you. Hello? Can I just say, and I don't mean to offend any of you guys out there watching this, I am sorry. So far, okay, I've only slept with a handful of guys and girls, but I have kissed more guys and girls are by far better kissers, period, okay? Like, I can kiss a girl, like for example, okay, I was hooking up with this girl for the first time. The first maybe 10 seconds was a little bit awkward of getting into each other's rhythm because like everyone kisses differently. And then within that 10-20 seconds, we had already fit each other's mold. We knew both of each other's kissing style and like how to, and like when to switch over and like when to, you know, that sort of thing. I guess you guys know what I'm talking about. With dudes, and I'm not just talking about one, I've hooked up with many a dude. It just takes y'all longer. I don't know why. Actually, I tell a lie. There was a guy that I dated for a while and he was an amazing kisser once I'd taught him. The first like couple of weeks of us, and it was high school, dating, I was like, oh my god, he's so hot. He's like the entire package. His kissing sucks. I can't talk. I haven't kissed every guy in the world. There would be guys out there that are fantastic kissers. Trust me, I believe that wholeheartedly. But every girl that I have kissed, literally every girl, there has not been a bad girl. There's been girls that I've kissed that obviously we have different styles, but they're not a bad style. They're just different. And then you learn to accommodate each other's kissing styles, and then it's, you know, dudes, I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. It's like they put like less effort in, or they're like thinking about too many things at once. And obviously this is probably going more for like one night stands and things like that. Obviously when you're dating someone for a while, you really get used to your kissing styles, and then you can like just kiss more and practice more and like get better at it. That's completely fine. Like when you're dating someone, when I've dated guys, they've been great kissers because you kiss a lot more and things. But I'm talking about just kissing in general. Girls are better kissers, period. I'm sorry, it's the truth. For dudes, I feel like sex is a lot more penis focused, which makes sense. Obviously, it's gonna be penis focused. It's what's going in, it's what, at the end of the day, like that's what they use. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm talking like that. Obviously, girl on girl, it's pussy focused because that's what we're doing, that's what we're working with. But I feel like when it's like heterosexual sex, it's more penis focused, like it's all about the penis. I mean, they try and like get you hot and heavy so that they can put their penis in you. And like, maybe that's just my perspective. Obviously this might sound like I'm coming off like sex with guys is bad, and it's not. I'm not meaning for it to come out like that. Like, I do enjoy sex with men too. but it's just something that I've picked up on. And just, yeah. Another benefit to having sex with a girl is girls make their own freaking lubricant. Heck to the yeah. No Durex lubricant here. Another thing to add to the whole kissing thing is girls, I feel, and I think this is what I was trying to get at, girls are more responsive to physical cues when you're kissing. Whereas with guys, it's like, well, this is what I've always done. No one's told me otherwise. Like, no one's told me I sucked, or no one's told me, like, this isn't a great thing that you're doing. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I've always done, and I'm not gonna switch it up. I'm just gonna keep it plain Jane. And I have noticed this many, many a time. Girls are so much more responsive to physical cues and things that you're doing. I feel like when you're kissing a guy or like doing things with a guy, you could just, if you don't move and if you stay the same, they're not gonna pick up on anything. They're not gonna think, oh, you might wanna switch it up. They will just keep doing what you're doing and not really take the lead. Whereas with a girl, I feel like if you're doing something for a certain amount of time, they're gonna try something different. They'll take charge or do something. Like, I don't know, I feel like, but then I feel like if you were with a dude and then you change something and like you made the first move, they may then follow and do it. But I feel like with a girl, they can tell when you want something different. They can tell if you move a particular way that you want something. Whereas with a guy, I feel like you have to sort of tell them more, which again just might be girls understanding girls a lot more. Seems like with guys, you kind of have to tell them, which I mean isn't always a bad thing. I think a lot of the time, like, it's nice. It's kind of hot being told what to do, or saying like what you want can honestly be hot. And I think guys think that's hot too. If you tell them like where you want to be touched or like what you want to happen, I think that can be really hot, and there's nothing wrong with needing to be told that or wanting to be told that. But then I think sometimes you just don't want to have to tell that. So they're pretty much all the things I had written down. If you guys want me to make this into a series like guys versus gals dating, guys versus gals any other sort of area, let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy this or have any opinions or agree or disagree, also let me know. Let's have a chat in the comments below. Yeah, so much love to my men and women out there. This wasn't meant to favor any sort of side in terms of sex. This is just me purely pointing out things that I've picked up in my lifetime so far when it comes to sexual intercourse with men and women. Okay, I just want to make that clear. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let's chat in the comments, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.